it was so hard to say it.
Uh-oh, more FaZe Clan drama. This time Rain is doubling down on what he's talking about with Temperrr being a you-know-what. Also alluding to some drunk driving today. Everyone's been weighing out. There's even a text exchange with Lee Trink, the former CEO or COO of FaZe Clan, who put them in the predicament that they were in anyways with the financial crisis and everything like that back in the day. But let me know what you guys think. I got all these clips and stuff put together, just like a little montage, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll put it all together, make one big montage when everything happens and really break it down. But this is truly heartbreaking. A true hero of mine, but I'm also a big FaZe Rain fan, and I'm glad he's standing on business. I don't want him to back down. Bro's got to pay for his sins. It is what it is.
So I just got off a 4-hour call with Emma, which is Tommy's wife and his the mother of his child. And she was so cool, so rational, so understanding. She was just, pouring her heart out to me, venting and talking about how this has affected her life, And that's what a lot of people tend to forget, is how much these things affect people's real lives. I know it's just Twitter to you guys. You're just weighing in on an opinion. You type some shit, you move on, you type some other shit on a different thing. But it really does affect these people's lives, bro, especially when it's something this sensitive, So please keep that in mind. But I do want to say this. I want to first and foremost retract the statement that I called him a pedophile, because that wasn't fair to do. By the way, I wiped my fucking camera. I don't know what the fuck is still happening. Okay? I wiped my fucking camera. I don't know what's happening. But it's not fair to label somebody as a pedophile, especially when they supposedly did not know this girl's age. I've known Tommy for 15 years. It's not like he ever went around preying on young girls or telling me he likes young girls or any of these things. So that's why I was such a shock when he told me what he told me. He just never told me that he didn't know their ages. If he did, it'd be a whole different story. It'd be a whole different story if he didn't know their ages, right? And I never would have felt as deep about it as I did. And I never would have wanted him to step down in 2023 if he didn't know their ages. I thought he did know their ages. And then even when we talked about it after, he didn't say he didn't know their ages, and I don't know why. Sometimes, and also, I've known him, and then also with Emma bringing it up, he just sometimes sells the fucking bag. He just sells the bag when it comes to delivering all the right information. You know what I mean? He doesn't say it all the right way. Maybe he was frantic and just didn't know what to say or do, so he just withheld that information, which I don't think he realized would have not made me look at him in that light if he was truly ignorant to the fact that they were under 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he knew that, it would be a whole different story. If I knew that, it would be a whole different story. So I do apologize for that. I do want to retract that label, because that label is so evil. We all agree there's no room for pedophiles in our world, but there is room for somebody that had no fucking idea, and they were latching from a girl who snuck into a club that was 21 plus and got with a guy who was older. Not known, you know what I'm saying? But I also don't know how hookup culture works. I don't know if you guys, every time you guys hook up with a girl at a club, you fucking check their ID. I don't know. I don't drink alcohol. Never hooked up with a drunk chick that wasn't my girlfriend, so I don't know. Okay, I have no idea how that shit works. I don't know what the customs are. So that's a whole different conversation, but I do want to apologize for that. I will take full accountability. If you guys want to project blame on anybody, you can, of course, put it on me. I'm totally cool with that. I always am. It does not affect my life. It's cool. I'm a strong guy. I can figure it out. It's cool. But I do feel so fucking horrible for that. And not for myself. When I tweeted saying I feel horrible, it was not for myself. It's for everybody involved. Obviously, like, people try to act like I'm trying to make it about myself. So I'm going to take a couple seconds to talk about that. Brother, I do not want this fucking game. I have slept a total of like 6 hours in the last 2 days. I've eaten nothing for the last 2 days. Nothing. This is not easy on me in any way, shape, or form. I'm not sitting here happy as fuck about... This sucks, bro. This fucking sucks. Okay? It's not what I want to fucking hear. It's not what I want to fucking deal with. And yeah, I brought it to the internet, but I didn't know what to do, bro. And I'm hearing every opinion. Some people are applauding me for bringing it up. Some people are saying, why'd you wait 2 years to bring it up? And then some people are saying I'm a fucking L friend for bringing it up. Like I told you guys yesterday, I had 3 rules, and I believed he broke one of those rules. But if he was ignorant to that, of course he didn't break that rule, because he had no fucking idea. And again, he does not go preying on young women. So to even call him a pedophile to that degree is not fair. Does it stem from what I initially said? Yeah. But honestly, the first day I even brought it up and I didn't say who it was, I deleted everything from that stream. I was going to dodge stream for 2 weeks. I swear to God, you can be mad at me for that if you want. I was going to dodge stream for like 2 weeks and not go live. Because I just felt so fucking bad, bro. I just felt so fucking bad. Then I woke up. Feared Buck posted a tweet about it. Banks made a statement about it, essentially confirming that it was Temperrr who I was talking about. And then my fucking hand was forced and I had to. But again, it's my fault that happened. I can't even blame Fearbuck for that, because he wouldn't have had a tweet if I never said nothing, right? So it's my fault. But it just sucks, man. It just truly sucks. I really, truly thought I was doing something good. But then I thought I'd get this weight off my chest. Instead, I added a fucking 500-pound vest. So It is what it is. I'm sorry to every single person involved. I hope you guys can realize how much this affects people's real lives. Just please, if you still want to just get your little internet troll out, just get it out on me, bro. I promise I can take it. I fucking love you guys. Anybody that had my back, even Tommy's back, whoever, just like anybody that's trying to preach love and preach positivity throughout all this, you're a fucking real one, bro. You're exactly what this world needs. So I fucking love you guys, and I'm just sorry for everything, man. Last thing I'm gonna say about the Tommy situation, because he made a video confirming.
So why'd you apologize? No, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. I should have never apologized because I didn't feel that. Bro, you want to see how many fucking takes it took for me to even make that video? Holy fucking shit. It took me like an hour to make that video because it just didn't feel right. But I kept thinking about his son. I kept thinking about his son. Brother, look how many fucking takes I took. It was so hard to say it. It was so fucking hard to say it. Because I got her. Yeah, 3 hours and 49 fucking minutes on that fucking call. All that fucking megabytes gone to waste. But anyways. She's just guilting me, bro. And she's just, I feel bad, bro. I'm a human at the end of the day, right? I was a fucking human. I am a fucking human. I just felt bad. But now, bro, I genuinely don't feel bad for folks no more. I genuinely don't feel bad for folks. Because what they do is so fucked up, bro. What they do is so fucked up. And the only reason he's saying the whole 21-year-old club thing, like, brother, you think anybody's actually going to admit to doing what they did? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think he's going to admit to knowing and saying it? Like, think about how bad that's going to make him look. He's not real enough to do that. He is not real enough of a human to be like, yeah, you're right. I fucked up. I did that shit. Brother, people are not that real. So he's going to go in circles and try to blame it on me, try to bring up what happened to me in 2020. Like, people trying to go with the whole drug addict thing. Of course they are. But again, I know I don't do drugs. I know I don't get high. I know the truth. So people can say what they want to do. That's completely fine. Like, you can say that, try to, who's calling the shots. So it's DraftKings. Okay. And now they're letting the boys run it. Okay. So you guys know? Okay. So people know. It was always a secret. I don't know. For the longest time, it was always a secret. Really? Okay, good. So yeah, it's DraftKings that paid for everything. And that's the person that told Tommy they can't work together. Now they're all working together. Yeah, that DraftKings is the one that bought, well, you know, not callouts, is the one that paid for FaZe Media, the separate entity under GameSquare. But still, GameSquare has 51%, FaZe Media 49%. But they bought that with the $11 million. And yeah. But yeah, Lacy, I have no problem with you, bro. Just be respectful, please. Because I've always been nice to you, bro. I've never been disrespectful to you. But then when you start moving like that and acting like it's your shit when you've only been here for a year, and you know what I'm saying? You use the brand to pop off, and you have all of the FaZe funding that I technically worked for to be able to make your dreams come true and have the fucking staff there. It's just wrong, right? Just don't do that shit, bro. Don't do that shit, Lacy. Otherwise, I have no problem with you.
Yo, I already see all of y'all spamming. Listen, guys, I don't care. I really don't. All right, I don't care. I know what y'all want me to talk about. I don't care. All right, I just want to stream, bro. That's all I want to do is stream. Okay, let's just stream, man. I don't care.
Bro, who cares? Also, yeah, I did see the fucking thing of Lacy saying like, "Oh, you're not FaZe, brother. I built this shit." Okay. The only reason this shit worked out for you guys is because you guys took my brand. You guys all did it individually, did not have nearly as much impact. FaZe picks you up, and all of a sudden, you guys think you're them. Okay. If you guys did it under a whole different branch that wasn't FaZe, I promise you guys would have done well, but not this well. So don't try and act like you did something off the brand that I built. Stop that, bro. Have some fucking respect. It's not fucking cool. I fucking slaved myself in a world where nobody even believed in the vision, and I triple uploaded every single day for years to give you a brand to have this success. So suck my fucking dick or try to say that shit to me in person, bro, because you're not. You're going to act all friendly in person, and that shit is disrespectful, and you need to fucking know that, bro. You need to fucking know that. Lacy, if this is real, bro, we got a problem, bro. Please fry his ass in the calm. Rain needs to chill, not gonna lie. Here we go. On it, sir. So the kid wasn't lying. Okay, Lacy. Okay, you fucking cuck. Okay. Got you. Don't worry. I'll figure it out. And with him, it's not going to be public. I'll tell you.
Right? I'm in Lacy, 10 a.m. Yo, Steelers game is on. Let's watch it. Me and Jason are going watching fucking Demon Slayer. Me and Ron have been friends for like 5 years now. I recruited Ron. Silky, I spend more time with Silky off stream probably than on stream. Half the time I'd be sleeping in there in the theater. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, this did not exist before. was fucking toxic. And I don't ever come on here and highlight all the negative things and all the horrible fucking things that happened to me personally and with old FaZe. Because like I said, I choose to look forward. And that's what I've always done. And try to help and be there for everyone on a human level, because I remember how I felt when I was younger in FaZe doing this content, and how I had to learn the hard way. A lot of people who are in your life don't give a fuck about you. They don't. What I feel my biggest contribution to this was being there for them in ways that I feel like I never had. Right? Not fully holding their hand and being like, all right, this is the path we gotta go down, y'all. But I could light it up. I could light it up for them. You know what I mean? And I got real relationships with all of them, right? I'm in Lacy, 10 a.m. Yo, Steelers game is on. Let's watch it. Me and Jason are going watching fucking Demon Slayer. Me and Ron have been friends for like 5 years now. I recruited Ron. Silky, I spend more time with Silky off stream probably than on stream. Half the time I'd be sleeping in there in the theater. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, this did not exist before. It was fucking toxic. And I don't ever come on here and highlight all the negative things and all the horrible fucking things that happened to me personally and with old FaZe.
And Jordan's a FaZe legend, whether people hate him or not, bro. Like, I will always feel that way. But I do wish there was some separation between new FaZe and old FaZe. I do feel like a lot of the shit that's happening right now is dragging down new FaZe, no doubt. And I think it's unfair to the guys. I do. Mike Buzz, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But at the end of the day, that I'm just gonna speak my piece. I think the Tommy and Norton situation is horrible, and I don't want to speak on that because it's not my place to speak on it. And I'm tired and drained. And you know what I mean? That's that, bro. Did you know? No. And I honestly, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. Please.
But let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll see you all in the next one. Subscribe if you're brand new, and I'm out of here.